It's all in your head. It's always been just in your head. And everything about reality shows that it's all in your head. Today we're going to talk about the fact that science shows that people constantly underestimate how much people like them. People like you more than you think they do. Okay, this is called the liking gap. So let's say you meet a guy at a party, his name is George, okay, and then this scientist guy asks you, so how much do you think George liked you? You're going to say, let's say, I don't know, probably 5 out of 10. And then they're going to ask George, how much did you like that guy? And he's going to say, probably 8 out of 10. You know, I'm making up the numbers here. But that's the phenomenon that keeps happening. It's very common. Now listen, this doesn't mean that, people always like you. Of course, sometimes they're not going to like you. And some people are unlikable. Come on, I'm not trying to sell you lies here. You might be one of those people. Maybe you are terribly unlikable. And hopefully I can help you be more likable through my videos or my coaching. But most likely, you're not as terrible as you think you are. Okay? And it's not like you're one or the other, right? And I've talked about this in another video. I just do my thing. Some people are going to like me. Some people are not going to like me. And I think that's the best approach to take. That's how you should live your life, your social life, okay? Nonetheless, sometimes people are not going to like you. But as a general rule, you should assume that people like you. Because even if sometimes it's not true, it is better to be delusional than self-conscious, okay? There's way more, the advantages to being delusional are way better, than the disadvantages of being self-conscious. I'm not telling you to be arrogant, okay? But just lie to yourself a little bit, okay, if you really need to. Most likely you're not lying to yourself because, again, in most cases, it will be true. People will like you more than you think. But just assume that. And when you assume that people like you, when you go out into the world and you socialize and you meet people, people will feel that. Okay, they'll feel your energy. They might not consciously think oh, this guy loves himself and therefore I will pay attention to him and I want to create a bond with him. No, they're not going to think about that. But there's something about your vibe, It's just thinking that, just thinking people like you. It's just going to make you more confident. And you're going to express that through body language, through the way you talk with people, okay? So just assume that people like you, okay? And and if they don't, then hopefully you'll find out eventually that that people hate you, and you should do some some introspection is what I was trying to say. But that's the general rule, okay? Assume that people like you. Oh, and also, you should sign up for my newsletter. There's a link below in the description.